Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Why did William Ruto dispatch Rigathi Gachagua in Angola ahead of his 3 days Western tour? I have been following this for quite some time, and if you're keen, you'll remember that the last time the president was in State House with the Western leaders, it was reported that Rigathi Gachagua get crashed that meeting, and he was the only elected leader who was there. Of course, we understand that with the latest developments and government takes shape, there have been emerging rifts between Rigathi and Musalia Mudavadi. And this is because I think while William Ruto envisioned a three-legged stool, where there is one leg on Ruto, the other one on Rigathi, and the other one on Musalia, Rigathi seems to be seeing a two-legged stool on that of him and William Ruto. And if you check this headline, it writes, it's Ruto courts lawyers to fight Kikuyu hostage. So this has been here. And it's not even about lawyer and Kikuyu hostage. It is about Musalia and Rigathi Gachagua. Yesterday we saw William Ruto in Kakamega. Before that, William Ruto, Musalia Mudavadi, and Rigathi Gachagua were all here in Nairobi attending a groundbreaking ceremony of some railway project that is supposed to go on in CBD. Then after that, Rigathi Gachagua flew to Angola. But before Angola, he had a stopover in Bujumbura, Burundi, then went to Angola. So I've tried to find out what was the meeting. Actually, Rigathi is representing Ruto in an event, in a summit that is bringing together the head of states from Africa, Caribbean, and Pacific nations. So he was received there by Kenya's ambassador and head of mission Clement Zomo Kiteme, Ambassador Bitange Ndemo of Brussels, and top Angolan government officials, he said in Twitter. That summit was supposed to be attended by William Ruto. And William Ruto made sure that he could dispatch Rigathi Gachagua there. So if you look at this video, this is the video of Rigathi arriving in Angola with Dorcas Rigathi, the second lady, himself, and then received by the Kenyan delegation there. You've always known one thing, Rigathi really feels comfortable, and it's a bit of the bragging rights being the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. I was only wondering what was the mission in Bujumbura, even though he met a minister there, which probably was just to touch base on a couple of issues. As that was happening, William Ruto was in Kakamega. Let me tell you, it is not a political coincidence that William was in agreement that, honestly, if William Ruto was meeting Western leaders, there was no need or there was no way Rigathi Gachagua would be part of that delegation. I want to just read a bit of this in a critical way that William Ruto is trying to manage something. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and also like our video. I want to say thank you very much for those who support us, those who subscribe, those who comment, also those who send coffee. I am just so grateful. We have a new channel. It's Kevin Oduor. So that channel is exclusive analysis in the Luo. The title might be in English, but the video content is in the Luo. So if you click, just know we are also just trying to expand and reach a wider audience. Now, the 3 days tour that William Ruto held in Kakamega, apart from what was captured live, meeting the regional leaders, members of parliament drawn from all the political parties, the governors that were Western governors that all attended there. I don't know why people are feeling uncomfortable or are raising eyebrows that Azimio governors attended that meeting. We all agreed that 85% of the national budget remains with William Ruto here in Nairobi. So there is no problem if a governor decides to work with William Ruto. And as William Ruto fashioned his government, the governors seems to, I've been seeing him calling on a working relationship with the governors. I don't know whether the principles of separation of powers and how the national government coordinate and cooperate with the county government. But it seems, according to William Ruto, you need a working relationship for you to benefit, or maybe for you to get some extra, uh, maybe it's extra services or for rollout of some projects in that region. So that political tour by William Ruto, according to me, it was not just purely on development, but it's also politically active. And it had own political ambitions. And that's why you could see the coming together, rather the handshake between William Ruto and Atuoli. They had organized it in a manner, even the presence of Sirisia MP, who is the chairman of Western MPs Caucus, if you remember. Sirisia MP Waluke is the chairman of Western MP Caucus, and he was in attendance there. So it was a political tour that William Ruto was doing. And I want to tell you that's a reason why he didn't want to go with Rigathi Gachagua. The reason why he wants to lock out Rigathi Gachagua is because Ruto is avoiding anti-Raila politics in the tour. You know, because if William Ruto was going to meet Western leaders, and for example, in Western, it's a very thin line between Raila supporters and Ruto supporters in Western, especially in Kakamega. Kakamega, Ruto, even Raila enjoys equal support. In fact, if I'm not wrong, Raila got more votes in Kakamega than William Ruto. Same to Busia and also Vihiga. But William Ruto took better share in Trans Nzoia. I think Trans Nzoia was also a bit 50-50. William Ruto took majority in Bungoma, which is also questionable. Some people are saying some people crossed the borders to vote, the border to vote. So Ruto is avoiding anti-Raila politics, and he doesn't want to antagonize the voters in that region because that tour was politically a campaign tour. That's one of the reasons. Number two is that tour by William Ruto in Western was coming at a time where William Ruto is actually struggling to hold, or rather to consolidate, the Western vote, especially on government appointments. So there have been a lot point of contention on government appointments because if you listen to Atuoli was saying that Ruto should take care of Kina Malalas and Ben Washeli, because if they are not given anything, they will be making the noise. They will be making noise and they will not be comfortable. Rather, government will not, services will not flow well in the Western wing. So that meeting, it was also a meeting for William Ruto to consolidate with the Western leaders as far as other appointments in future are concerned. And with that, I want to believe that it will not augur well with the presence of Rigathi Gachagua in that place. And if you've been keen, you realize that Musalia Mudavadi, who was the kingpin, who is now the maybe default kingpin in that region, was there. And with the presence of Rigathi Gachagua, it would actually suppress Musalia Mudavadi. Because when you have Musalia Mudavadi and you have Rigathi Gachagua there, then Rigathi Gachagua is the deputy president, all he is and all that, it will not work. Musalia might have asked the president that he wants that meeting, not Rigathi, to attend. What is happening, and I can tell you guys, is on William Ruto's succession, Musalia Mudavadi and Rigathi Gachagua will collide. Either collide by Ruto supporting one person or even not supporting each, but they throw their weight behind the seat. So as what I can also see is that meeting was also critical to Musalia Mudavadi so that he could also have time with William Ruto. So in fact, of what's future, what has not been going on, the progress, the stake of Western, it was more of a political aspect. And that is why it will not be a viable place even to go with Rigathi Gachagua. I want to agree with pundits who also argue that Ruto might be quoting Western to make sure that he deflates what can be a Mount Kenya hostage, that Mount Kenya is keeping him hostage. There are those projects and those priorities that maybe Western would prefer. William Ruto to do, but they cannot be laid bare, or even the night meetings cannot be successfully held by the regional leaders in Western when you have Rigathi Gachagua. So I can suspect that there could have been a secret pact or a night pact between William Ruto and Western leaders, and he wanted Rigathi Gachagua to be out of it. I can tell you that it's not a coincidence that Ruto sent Rigathi to Angola and then flew for the 3 days tour in Kakamega. It is something that was well planned, because even in hierarchy, the person that is supposed to welcome the president in that event, when Musalia and Rigathi is there, that should be Rigathi Gachagua. So that's my take. I don't know what you think, but I see politics in the way the Western tour was handled.